I recommend remembering to charge your good camera after using it all day yesterday. I also recommend not filming a video with your washing machine going, but tough, I've got a lot to do today. I recommend accidental quips because this is working quite well for me. I'm quite surprised by how well this is working out. But let's talk about media I want to recommend, because that was sort of the spirit of the week, wasn't it? Jess, you had a good point when you said that we all follow you on Tumblr, so we were sort of aware that you were a big fan of Bo Burnham. I'm going to do a similar thing and recommend a TV show which I know Katie has watched because I have forcibly sat her down and made her watch the first couple of episodes. And the rest of you are aware of it because it features on my blog quite a lot for a show which is no longer airing. It's called The Hour, and it's a drama set in the 1950s about a television show called The Hour, meta, which is a news programme. It tackles big social issues which were, massive in the 1950s but still relevant today, like racism, like immigration, like sex trafficking. And it does it very well. If you studied recent British history, the first series focuses around the Suez Crisis, and it was utterly fascinating to watch this thing which I had looked at in history books acted out. But the main reason why The Hour is brilliant is because it's a very character-driven drama with some of the best characters. They're all 3D, they're all fully rounded, the women are fabulous. The show is written by a woman called Abby Morgan, who is amazing. And her female characters, I cannot rave enough about her female characters. Belle Rowley is one of the main protagonists, and she's just so brilliant. She's the producer of this fictional TV show, and, 1950s female producer, you can immediately see where this is going. If you liked an adventure in space and time, watch The Hour. It's good. It's not airing anymore, sadly, and slightly ironically, because, this is about a TV show trying not to get cancelled by the BBC, and it got cancelled by the BBC, but there are 2 series which did manage to get aired and they are brilliant. Watch them. The other thing I'm going to recommend is also on the theme of TV production, and it's The Writer's Tale by Russell T Davies and Benjamin Cook. I quoted from it earlier, I was about to say earlier in the series, For Spice the series. I quoted from it in my video on shipping, but it's my favourite book, full stop. It's such an interesting look into television production and also the mind of a writer. Not the mind of the writer, because all writers are different, but it's such a fascinating look at the way Russell T Davies works. I own 3 copies of this book. I've got the original edition, the second edition which has like an extra section tacked on the end, and then I've got it on Kindle as well because the books were too heavy for me to take to France, but I couldn't live without a copy. So if you like Doctor Who, television production, writing, or thinking about the way people work, then I recommend The Writer's Tale. Because that's the thing, if you're writing characters, you are writing people. There are some brilliant observations in there, such as the idea that all dialogues are really 2 opposed monologues. People don't talk to people don't listen to people, they're just waiting for a chance to say things. Even if you don't agree with that, you have to agree it's an interesting way of looking at people, and there are loads and loads of observations like that throughout the book, and it's a great way to think about how you view other people. I love it. I'm getting really enthusiastic, I know, for 9:20 on a Thursday morning, but it's a brilliant book, and take the time to read it. It is massive, but it's in the format of emails and text between Russell T Davies and Ben Cook, and you can dip in and out, so it's definitely readable. Go for it. Do go for it, because it's it's my favourite book of all time. Alice, I look forward to seeing what you recommend tomorrow. Katie, I really need to get started on Neil Gaiman, thank you for the push. And Jess, I'd never heard of Bo Burnham before I followed your blog, and now I'm thinking I definitely need to look him up. Cool. You'll see me next week, and I'll see you next week. We'll see each other next week. It's good. That's why collab channels are good. Okay, I do need to go. Bye!